1 in 8 individuals or couples, more than 14,000 people in North Dakota, have trouble getting pregnant or sustaining a pregnancy. And 1 in 4 of those couples can't afford treatment. That is, of course, a struggle for a lot of people to become pregnant or sustain their pregnancies, and it can be a lonely and isolating journey. Today, we're going to open up that conversation as we have Tara Bradner, the president of Everlasting Hope, and Jennifer Hill to talk a little bit about some incredible things that you guys are doing. Thank you so much for coming in. I guess first, let's start with what is Everlasting Hope?
So Everlasting Hope is the first and only infertility nonprofit in North Dakota. We're brand new. We just started in July, and we're here to raise awareness on what is infertility. And it's a disease recognized by the World Health Organization, and it doesn't have insurance coverage for any infertility care or cancer preservation. So for patients with cancer, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. If they want to preserve their fertility before treatment, they don't have insurance coverage for that. We're also a support for those who have infertility. We want to be a one-stop shop for resources and to raise money for them to be able to afford treatment and help them out a little bit with the expense that comes along with starting a family when you have infertility.
You know, and this is a conversation a lot of people don't have. And sometimes I feel like you suffer with infertility by yourself. And Jennifer, you said you have a story you're willing to share with us today.
So I myself am an infertility patient. My husband and I got married fairly young, right out of when I graduated from college. We took the next couple of years trying to conceive on our own, and with no such luck, and also seeing other symptoms, we determined that we should probably seek some additional help. And so my primary physician referred me to a fertility specialist, and over the course of working with them, determined that and diagnosed me with premature ovarian failure. And so at 24, I was told that I no longer could conceive on my own, and so the news was somewhat shocking, and so we took quite a few years actually to embrace it. We also did a lot of research and financially knew that this was not going to come easy, and so we saved. Took us around 7 years before we were actively ready to pursue. And we went down the path of egg donation for various reasons, and graciously my sister offered to help in that process. We spent the next year working with her in order to get to that point, and 3 days prior to our procedure, determined that the medication didn't work and it failed. And so we were at crossroads. What do we do next? We had worked so hard to get to this point and it failed, but we knew we were ready. And so we decided to go down the next best path for us and chose anonymous egg donation. And with that, probably the most frantic time during that period was determining how are we going to pay for another round, double the cost. And so frantically, we gained support of our family and friends, and even the bank helped us try and figure out a way to get there, and we were able to proceed. And so within the next year after, we did conceive, and in November of 2015, we conceived our first son, Kale. And a couple years later, we were able to conceive again with Lane. And so I have a 3 and a 1-year-old today. Very proud of them. But I wish 5 years ago, when I was going through this, I felt alone. My husband and I were on this island together. And the willingness that Everlasting Hope is able to bring just makes my heart sing. I'm so happy that she was able to come together for that.
And sadly, this is not an isolated story. We're running out of time, but you have an event tonight that we want to tell people about.
Yeah.
And how can people, because you're not alone, there's so many people listening right now.
So many. So come say hi. We're statewide, but we want to make roots in Fargo, Bismarck. Fargo Brewing Company from 4 to 10 has donated $1 from every pint sold, but we're going to have a silent auction, some live music. Come say hi. You can find us at raisingeverlastinghope.org, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're here for those who are going through it, and we just want to hold their hand through it and know that they're not alone.
Thank you for what you guys are doing. This is really important.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Thank you.